Hello, everybody, and welcome to Wary with Cary, number 2. This is going to be the second episode. This time, I'm going to talk about wrestling, so if that doesn't interest you in any way, or Aleister Black either, uh, then you could just tune out. It's fine. I understand. But basically, this time I'm going to do something different, and thank you for watching. I'm going to talk about a fantasy book I had in mind for, in my opinion, of what they should have did with Aleister Black. There's several things they could have did. But in 2020, which is return him to NXT and start a feud with Finn Balor. Now, here's how I booked that feud. And this video right here is from a guy called The Elitist, who he's a pretty cool dude. Makes some pretty good videos. Check out his channel if you want to. That's a good video too about Aleister Black being the biggest wasted talent of 2020. And I agree. Easily. The biggest wasted talent. Really great dude who can wrestle amazing. Promo was a little kind of goofy, but he's a guy he's a fun dude. So here's how I would book it though. So let's go back to he returned after SummerSlam from his eye being taken by Murphy. And I would still do that, except he's not returned after SummerSlam to Raw. On the SummerSlam, on the NXT well, I guess it'd be after the takeover for SummerSlam or whatever, but we get a promo from him in his black room, and we wouldn't see his face, and he'd be cutting his classic promos that he did a few years ago, and he'd be making references to a specific person. Now I'm not gonna tell him how. I'm not gonna say how I would write this because I would let him do it the way he wants to do it. And this would go on for about a couple months till after the NXT Takeover 31. Whereas we know Finn got injured with his jaw, and I would have it be like almost a little after that too. About whenever Finn was coming to NXT to talk, and he got interrupted by the team Pat McAfee. Instead of that, in the middle of the show, he's gonna come out. We're told he's supposed to show up, but instead the lights go out, and in the ring, sitting there is Aleister Black, sitting in the way he sits in his Indian style, his cross-legged position. And what he would do is, I guess I'll put myself on here right now. What he would do, basically, is he'd have the title in his lap, the NXT title, and he'd say he doesn't care what Regal or anyone says. Finn has betrayed who he was. He's lost his darkness. He's embraced the light. And that's why he's not here and he's not the true champion. Aleister Black is. He's taken it. And if Finn Balor wants it back, he knows where to find him. And this would continue. Oh, okay. Take a try on the timer. This would continue. The next week he would come out for a similar promo, and Finn would not be around in this. Finn doesn't show up for a while. And he gets interrupted by Tommaso Ciampa, who's like, "You're not the true champion, but if you want to fight, I'll fight you at NXT TakeOver, War Games." So that match happens. Black wins. And after Black wins, on the next NXT, he's in the ring with the title, and guess what? Finn comes. We start building towards the match and New Year's Evil. Oh, sorry, I changed my time. Okay. Anyway, New Year's Evil. So, in the build to New Year's Evil, Aleister Black keeps bringing up the fact that Finn has lost who he is. He sacrificed himself. And he makes fun of him for it, telling him, "You gave in to the machine. I rejected the machine. That's why I was spit out by it. But you gave in. You became everything that you weren't supposed to be and lost who you were." And he starts talking about, you need to bring the demon. If you want to beat me, you need to bring the demon with you, or you're never going to be able to overcome my darkness or my evil, my wickedness. Just make him. Obviously, he wants the Demon King. So this builds up, and then the New Year's Evil, sure enough, sorry, I had to check that. Sure enough, we get Demon King Finn Balor, and they have a great match, but everybody's expecting Demon King to win. No, he actually loses. Aleister Black beats him, becomes the NXT champion. And after that, because this takeover with New Year's Evil will take place January 6th, you could basically book it however you want. You could have Cary and Cross attack Aleister, attack Finn, attack both. You could make a triple threat and another takeover after that. You could have Aleister face Cary and Cross. But I think this alone would be a good storyline to build up Aleister. And it would make Finn a good reason to bring back the Demon King too. And it would give Finn something to do too. Anyways, that would be how I would book the Aleister Black NXT return, feud with Finn Balor, and NXT champion again. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.